Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So basically, what I was thinking this week is reading two books, and these books are both on my August TBR. One of them being Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I heard that this is kind of like a genre bending book, so I figured I would listen to this on audio because I feel like the immersion would be like fantastic. So this is what I will be reading first, and basically I'm pretty sure this girl, we're in Scotland right now, she goes to this university where her parents were killed. She's basically seeking revenge on whoever did it, so it's kind of like a murder mystery. And then her main suspect, his son, is basically like helping her along the way. So I'm guessing it's a little enemies to lovers, cute, and kind of like forbidden romance. So we shall see. Now that book I plan to basically read for this weekend. Today's Saturday. So if it means I stay up the whole night, I don't care. I'm staying up the whole night. But that means our next book is A Mist of Court and Fury. No. A Court of Mist and Fury. Now. This is most people's favorite book in the series, so I am scared because usually when that happens, I am very, very underwhelmed with the outcome. So what I'm hoping is that this exceeds my expectations. But that is basically the plan. This one I know is going to take so long because it's a pretty thick book, 621. That can be good or bad depending on how much I'm liking this. Basically, if you don't know ACOTAR, or A Court of Thorns and Roses, this is the second book in the series by Sarah J. Maas. What a Queen. And this is basically about like Fae and the Fae realm. It's kind of like, I don't know, the plot is ever changing. I don't really want to explain too much of it because I don't know the half of it anyway. I don't want to butcher anything. So these are basically what I'm planning on reading in the next, I don't know, 5-ish days, because Monday I'm getting my nails done because yes, I broke a nail. And you want to know why? I worked too hard. Okay, I worked too hard and it just popped off, literally popped off. That was lovely. And I also have more stuff to do with my project that I've been talking about for the past month or two now. I don't even know. And that's all Monday. And then Thursday into Friday, I have a Jessie Murph concert, and that's 4 hours away from me. So I'm basically down for the clock all of Thursday and probably all of Friday. So I basically have we have about 4-ish days to get these books done. I would say I have faith, but I really just don't. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna start with Nightshade. Let's get it going. Welcome to the check-in. We are checking in on Nightshade. I have actually finished Nightshade completely. So I'm going to give you my little rating and my summary and then my pros and cons. I guess a little update for you. Speaking of update, I got my nails done. Do you like them? Tell me if you like them. It's something different for me. I never go for like a pinky color, and I don't get like this like crazy design. So let me know what you think. Back to Nightshade. I enjoyed basically everything about this book except for like a few little things here and there. Let me just give you my rating. I gave it a 4-star. Just a simple 4-star. So let me give you a summary of this book. Basically, our main female character, Ophelia, she goes to this university that she doesn't want to be in. She's not excited about going there, but this is the only university that picked her up and was like, yeah, you can come here. So she had a very limited options. She ends up going to Song University, where her parents died a few years ago. I'm pretty sure it was like 4-ish years ago. She basically has been dealing with that for the past 4 years. And so when she shows up at this university, she then goes on like a manhunt trying to find who murdered her parents. Her first suspect is Kane Green, which is our male main character's father. Alex, he is basically the father of his sisters. He has 6 sisters, a very big family, and his mother also has some illness going on. So he, at 23 years old, is trying to get his father out of the business and out of their lives. So he's kind of trying to take over the business in order for him to like push his father out of his life or the family's life. That is basically our main plots for both of these characters. It's definitely an enemies to lovers, let me just tell you that. They do not like each other. I liked their journey. I liked the plot line, and there's a couple like interesting plot lines in here, speaking of, which left me on a cliffhanger for the next book. And I can tell you right now, I must read the second book because I just need to know. I just need to know. We basically did not finish the whole plot in this book. It's carrying on to the second one. And this is a duet. So I'm so glad it's not like a series because as you can probably see, I have enough of those going on. So a little duet is perfect. It's what I need. All around pretty good. My only little nitpicky things is basically like some of the things these characters say in general and to each other is like low-key cringe. Like, I was cringing almost the entire time. You know, I am one to not be cringeably in tune. I'm not like easily cringeable. So let's just say that. But all in all, I really enjoyed it. It is somewhat fast-paced. Oh, and I also read this on audio. I'm pretty sure I did say that. So this was pretty quick. It went by pretty quick. Today is Monday, so it's been a couple of days since I last talked to you. And it did take me that entire time, but I don't think that's the book's fault. I think it's literally just me. So I will say the audiobook that I got, it doesn't directly match the book. Like, there is a couple things switched around, but all in all, I pretty much got the gist. You're probably going to be confused once in a while because some things in this book are first to the audiobook, and then the audiobook is like first to the book in some cases. Like, it changes the order of things. So that is a thing, so just be warned. In the front, there are some trigger warnings that I would probably be advised by. This book is intended for audiences aged 18 plus and contains themes of murder, depression, drowning, suicidal thoughts, declining health of a parent, violence, and sexual content. I would very much put the depression and suicidal ideation above the rest because both of these characters suffer from depression, and yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That was very much a theme in the book. So I would be advised to that. I would say that this is very much a true depiction of depression. So be warned, if you cannot handle that, please do not read this. Like, it is a main theme. So, but 4 stars to Nightshade. I really enjoyed it. It's really good. And I'm glad that it's a duet. Hallelujah. If it becomes more than 2 books, I'm gonna just cry. Next, we are going into A Court of Mist and Fury. It's right over on my desk, waiting for me to pick it up. And I do believe I have like 4-ish hours left for audio listening hours on Spotify. So I think I'm just going to get it going on Spotify and then continue me physically reading. I honestly don't know what my hair is doing. I'm still trying to learn how to do this hairstyle, like what looks good and what doesn't, so bear with me. Yeah, so let's just go right ahead and get into A Court of Mist and Fury. So I have a little update for you. I read about 49% of A Court of Mist and Fury so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Right now, it currently is set at like a 4.5 rating as of right now, but as I said, I'm not even halfway through yet, so that could definitely change. And I will say the beginning half is like slow-ish, but there's obviously still plot going on. It's just a little bit more slow because we're ramping up into the big stuff. So I had to get into it a little bit before I actually started enjoying it. Now I'm significantly enjoying it more than I was, so that is always fantastic. I will give a little bit of like a summary-ish, spoiler-free of course. In the first book, you know, we got a little bit of a romance in there. We do also have a little bit of a romance in this book. And I'm really enjoying that progression of the romance that is happening. I also will say that both of these books that I've read so far in this video have both had themes of like depression, like mental illness. So be safe, everyone. I didn't know that that was going to happen. It's nothing too crazy, but it obviously is kind of the same triggers as Nightshade, so just be warned that that is pretty much a heavy topic also in this book. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but I'd rather everyone know going into a book than finding out and having to read that if that is a trigger for someone. Also, I could not tell you how much I'm enjoying the setting. Like the fairy world is just gorgeous. Like everything is so, and I'm sure that Sarah J Maas has like made sure that this kingdom, or I guess I don't know, like it's a kingdom but like there's multiple, so it's like, and also like half of the world is fairy and half of it is like human, so I'm like, I don't know what to call it. So like this realm, I guess this fairy realm is very mystical, magical. It's just beautiful, honestly. So every time I read the setting, I'm just like jaw dropped. I always love to read that. And I've been trying to pay attention to the settings in books way more because I've never actually like sought out a setting from a book. I just kind of like skim over it. So that is what I'm trying to do. The tension is tensioning, the plot is plotting. I am basically enjoying myself thoroughly. So yeah, how about we just go right ahead and get on into more reading. I would also like to preface that I am leaving tomorrow in the AM to go to a concert. I think I told y'all. So there may not be a ton of reading going on in between there. I did have like part of the audiobook, so I did read that, and now I'm actually like physically reading. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So let's go ahead and get right into more reading, and I'll come back with another update, hopefully a good update. Finished A Court of Mist and Fury, so I wanted to update you guys on my rating and my thoughts. Let me get straight into this and tell you my thoughts. In the first half, I'm pretty sure I updated you guys 49% in, if I'm not mistaken, and that was like quite a bit ago. Honestly, I think I've been reading this book for like a full week, and yeah, so this book, I think I'm going to settle on a 4.25 stars because, and I'll get into this, the first half was pretty interesting. pretty interesting, but also like I don't know where we were going, you know? Like there was an undertone of plot in the first one that I'm like, okay, so we're carrying it on in this one. How far are we carrying it in? And the plot is like the whole book. So I will say I like where the plot is going. It's just sometimes you need to finish a plot before you start another one, you know what I mean? Like with Throne of Glass, we had like multiple plots, and I did really like the multiple plots, and then a bigger one, but the bigger one kind of got like unnecessary at some point. I'm kind of over like this whole arching plot. Like I want to move on, you know, and then go into a different plot, you know? So I was hoping this would kind of finish in this one, and then we move into another plot in the third one, I guess. But it's the whole plot. So that's a little qualm with this book, which is kind of just my taste. Like I don't expect anyone else to feel that way. I think it's just me and my attention span. So it could just be fully on me, which is, you know what, it's fine. It's fine. And 4.2 stars, I'll just mention this, is not a bad rating at all. Like that is like high up on my list. So I absolutely love like every single character in this book, besides obviously the ones that I don't like, which I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you read this book, so I won't even go into that. But it's majority I like, and then the others I just they give me like the creeps. Like it's just like however, the side characters I really do like, and I have a sneaking suspicion that one of these side characters has to do with a Crescent City character. And I don't know anything about Crescent City, by the way, but I have a sneaking suspicion because they kind of like hinted a few stuff, and I'm like, huh, you know? I don't know if that's true, so don't come for me. Yeah, which is really cool because I like her character, so could be kind of a push to start Crescent City after this too. So that's kind of really, really nice, you know? But anyway, I really wish the found family in this was like pushed, like more. Like I need more of it. Like towards the end, it was like, okay, I'm feeling this now. But like towards the middle, I was like, what's going on here? But towards the end, I'm like, yeah, found family. I wish there was more of that because I love a good found family, especially in a fantasy. Oh my goodness. Yes, ma'am. Let's just go to the romance. Let's switch gears to the romance in this, because I don't know like if it's really a spoiler, because like I knew, even without like spoilers that I've seen, I knew from the first book what was going to happen, you know? So I don't know if it's really a spoiler. I guess it kind of is, so I'll just like give hints, you know? The romance, there was like a tiny bit of romance in this. Maybe more than the average fantasy. Like, yes, this is a romantasy. Let's be for real, this is a romantasy. But like the romance, I saw it more towards the end than in the middle parts in the beginning. So let's just put it that way. However, I do like where this went and is going. So I enjoy that. And the end, I should have recorded me like reading the final pages because yeah, kind of crazy, and I'm excited for A Court of Rings and Ruin. So we shall see. Yeah, it's kind of all I really have to say about this. I enjoyed it for the most part. There were just a few things here and there that I would probably change or mix up. I either wish it was more action-packed or more like laid back. I don't really know. There's like no in between. Even I'm confused on how I'm feeling, and it's been a couple days since I finished this book. So you tell me your guys' thoughts, because I love hearing from you guys. So please let me know what you think of this book and or the series, and maybe encourage me to move along in it, because it's a long series, but like not obviously as long as Throne of Glass, because I am thinking, while we're on the topic of rereading Throne of Glass in the near future. Let me know if you guys would want to see like a reread and or spoiler free or spoiler edition, because I feel like that would be kind of cool, like doing a reread and having it spoilers, so like we could freely talk, you know what I mean? So yeah, let me know. Closing thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed both of these books, actually, that we read in this video. I think Nightshade I did give 4 stars, so that's pretty good too. And then Court of Mist and Fury I gave 4.25 stars. So both good books in my mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little reading vlog that we had. And let me know your thoughts. Have a fantastical rest of your day.